Hello boxing fans, and welcome to another edition of EBN's post-fight analysis. Right now I'm talking Shawn Cox, who just got knocked out by Denis Lebedev, and basically the whole night was weird, to say the least. Each one of the undercard fights ended up going up to the distance, and some of them were good fights, some of them were not, and there was one controversial decision given to the Russian guy, even though the American guy looked like he'd taken most rounds in most people's opinion. But in the opinion of the three scoring judges, they did not agree with the rest of us. So who knows what was happening there. But then again, moving on to the actual big fight, Lebedev versus Cox, the fight was pretty much over before it began. Round 1 saw Lebedev take a good punch straight down the pipe from Cox, and it was pretty much Cox's only and most meaningful punch of the whole fight. My opinion on what this punch did in the whole fight was basically that Cox threw the punch, it landed cleanly on the chin of Lebedev. It didn't take him out, which these punches usually do to the opposition, and because it didn't take him out, it pretty much broke his heart. Anyway, I don't know if that one punch that he landed was enough to win in the first round. I think I scored it 10-10 because Lebedev pretty much won the rest of the round, but I don't know. It seems the way I've been scoring them has been going totally the opposite way lately, so who knows, but a lot of people agree with me when I'm talking about it, so that shows that I'm not too out of touch. And then Lebedev comes out for the second round, and he basically ups his work rate. He's worked out how to beat Cox at this point, and Cox is taking a lot of punishment. I wanted the commentator to say, Cox is taking a beating here! Anyway, with the end of the fight, Cox takes one big punch of his own, and he goes straight down. And I don't know if he could have made the count, or if he just decided to stay down on his own accord, but he didn't look like he wanted to win the fight anyway, in my opinion. So, back to the drawing board for Cox, and who knows where he goes from here. Does he go back to heavyweight, or does he stay at cruiserweight? I'm not sure. And Lebedev, well, he has to push for that world title now. He's got to get that world title. He is the best cruiserweight in the division right now, and he needs to push for Marco Huck, possibly, or Antonio Tarver. Now, going back to the whole setup of the whole night, and I actually liked how the whole night worked. It was more about the entertainment side of boxing instead of the business side of boxing, like it is in the UK and the USA. I'll give you an example. In the UK and the USA, it's more about just getting the people through the front door, taking their money, showing them the fight and kicking them straight out. In Germany and now in Russia as well, it's more about the experience that you have while you're there, because obviously if you have a good experience while you're there, you're more likely to come back, are you not? Yeah, it's like food. If you buy some nice food, you're going to buy it again. If you buy some food and it's shit, you're not going to buy it again. And one of the things I'd like to see incorporated into the UK game is the live performances that we see in Germany and in Russia. I just think it would be an excellent thing, and I could see it happening. People like Professor Green performing before one of the big fights. That's what I think I could see, and I think it would be a good thing to build boxing and to bring it back into the 21st century game. Also, when you think about it, the whole world is pretty much on the internet now, so if a performer, let's say Professor Green, was to go on to a fight and he was going to rap before the fight, then we'll pretty much know that he will be using his Twitter page and his Facebook page and his Bebo page and all these different pages he's got to tell everyone, watch me on this fight tonight when I'm performing. That means that the ratings for the boxing channel would go up, which I think would be good for business. Anyway, one thing I found out was they have one weird taste in music in Russia. Yeah, they do. But it was an experience and it was fun to watch at the time. So tell me what you thought about the boxing match. Tell me what you thought about the whole setup of the night. Don't forget to like the Facebook page and the Twitter page. Follow the Twitter page, and everything should be gravy. Thanks. Goodbye.